Manchester United plot double swoop for Kolo Muani and Hojlund. Manchester United are reportedly watching a double summer raid for Randall Kolo Muani and Rasmus Hojlund, according to the Manchester Evening News. It's clear the Red Devils are keen to strengthen their forward positions for next season. They signed a 6-month loan deal with Wout Weghorst in January, but Ten Hag will need to find a new striker as Weghorst will return to Burnley at the end of the season. Recently, a large number of players, including Kolo Muani and Hojlund, have been associated with their move to Old Trafford. It has been widely reported that Ten Hag's primary target is Harry Kane and that United are ready to make a move for him this summer. But Tottenham have made it clear that they have no intention of selling the striker, who will enter the last 12 months of his current contract this summer, regardless of whether the British sign a new deal in the coming months. According to Men's Report, United appear to be lining up alternative targets, with Manchester United planning a double raid for Kolo Muani and Hojlund if they fail to secure a deal for Kane during the summer. Kolo Muani and Hojlund took the stage after giving impressive performances with club and country. They are getting a lot of attention from many clubs in Europe ahead of the summer season, so Manchester United will face fierce competition. Kolo Muani and Hojlund are currently tied down with their respective clubs, Eintracht Frankfurt and Atlanta, until June 2027. So, both clubs are in no rush to let their starmen leave this summer. However, it has been suggested that Frankfurt would ask an £89 million fee to sell Kolo Muani if they are forced to cash in. A recent report has stated that the player's head has turned after learning of United's interest and the Frenchman is desperate to move to Old Trafford this summer. On the other hand, Atlanta is reportedly ready to accept £35 million to sell Hojlund, and the striker has recently expressed his desire to join Ten Hag's side. As such, United will need to spend a total of around £124 million to lure the duo to Old Trafford at the end of this season. Alejandro Garnacho's value is soaring. Manchester United are set to return to Premier League action away to top-4 rivals Newcastle United on Sunday afternoon, with Erik Ten Hag's men gearing up for what will be yet another relentless run of fixtures over the coming weeks. With the former Ajax boss set to see his squad depth tested to the extreme, the Dutchman will likely be anxious to see teenage sensation Alejandro Garnacho return to the fold sooner rather than later, with the 18-year-old having sustained ankle ligament damage during the draw with Southampton in the club's last league game. The expectation is that the Madrid-born speedster will be available for selection before the end of the campaign, although in the meantime, Ten Hag will have to make do without a player who has become something of a game-changer for the Red Devils, as per Manchester Evening News journalist Samuel Luckhurst. According to specialist Darren Bent, the Argentine international has contributed 9 goals in all matches so far this term and looked unstoppable before his latest injury regression. Such has been the youngster's impact at senior level to date. It would appear that the Old Trafford outfit are already intent on handing out a new, bumper new deal to the former Atletico Madrid asset, with another La Liga giant, Real Madrid, having been circling in recent times. A long-term extension would seemingly be just reward for a player who has truly exploded onto the scene this season, with United left to feel that they truly hit the jackpot with the signing of the wing wizard, following what has been a remarkable, meteoric rise. Manchester United set sights on new goalkeeper target as Ten Hag fears grow over costly David De Gea transfer sting. Amid growing fears that David De Gea will leave the club this summer, Manchester United are reportedly aiming for a new goalkeeper. The Red Devils are in talks with the long-serving Spaniard for a new deal and an extension of his stay at Old Trafford. But United are trying to offer him a greatly reduced deal for his current £375,000 weekly salary. To that end, reports emerged earlier this season that Ten Hag is setting a wage limit of £250,000 a week to ensure there is no jealousy among his players. But on Wednesday, it was revealed that De Gea had turned down United's initial contract offer, leading to fears he might step down. Now, according to German outlet Blick, United are stepping up their chase to land Borussia Dortmund Gregor Kobel. His deal with BVB runs until 2026, but the Bundesliga side are ready to discuss an extension and offer him a pay rise off the back of his excellent form. But the report suggests he could be tempted by a move to Old Trafford were Ten Hag to make his move. He currently earns €3 million a year and knows he can easily double his salary by moving to the Premier League. Should United take a step forward, Borussia Dortmund allegedly valued Kobel between €40 million and €50 million, according to the report. That is a price within United's budget, but may well impact Ten Hag's plans elsewhere. Two clubs contact Manchester United over deal. Manchester United received two requests for Dean Henderson from the respective clubs. Dean Henderson is currently on loan at Nottingham Forest. His future at Manchester United remains uncertain. He has 2 years on his current contract, so this summer is a good time to make money. Top goalkeepers are hard to find, and Dean Henderson is a proven Premier League performer. He has also represented England, and in the right club situation, has the potential to become a Three Lions regular. Athletic have reported that although Manchester United manager Erik Ten Hag is open to try Henderson in the pre-season, his most likely path is an exit. Even if David De Gea is not retained, it's hard to see a way forward for Henderson at Old Trafford. The identity of the two clubs remains a mystery, although we can take an educated guess at who they could be. One of them could be his current loan side Nottingham Forest, with whom he has made 20 starts this season. Another may be his former loan club Sheffield United, who are currently on track for automatic promotion back to the Premier League. ESPN meanwhile report he is of interest to Tottenham Hotspur, which raises the prospect of a potential player plus cash swap to reduce the price of Harry Kane. No firm bids are yet submitted, but the fact there are inquiries over a permanent deal bodes well for the summer ahead. Newcastle really like Man United star as Fabrizio Romano identifies their top two targets. Newcastle United really like Manchester United midfielder Scott McTominay, with a midfielder and a winger likely to be their top two targets for the summer transfer window, according to Fabrizio Romano. Romano provided some insight into what we can expect from Newcastle in the transfer market this summer. McTominay may not be a regular for the Red Devils at the moment, but he's a fine player on his day and could surely help strengthen Eddie Howe's side in the next phase of their project. Newcastle is not yet in a position to attract the world's best talent, but someone like McTominay has the quality and experience to make an impact as they try to establish themselves as the top 4 contenders. Midfielder and winger remain two priorities for Newcastle. I think they will be busy as always in the market, but also smart, said Romano.